Hello, everybody. I'm back with another blood sugar test. Um, Yesterday, I tested myself, ran a grand experiment to see if chewing tobacco, the sweet stuff, would actually raise blood sugar, blood glucose levels. The answer to that was yes. It did raise my blood sugar about 8 points. That was Levi Garrett. It's the sweetest stuff I got. It might be some of the sweetest stuff out there. I'm not sure. I have a limited experience with various chews. Um, so today I was going to run the experiment with Beech-Nut. I got busy this morning. I wasn't able to do it first thing. So I ate breakfast, went about my day, and later this afternoon, I hadn't eaten any lunch or anything. It's been a few hours, so I figured my blood sugar levels would be pretty stable, probably on the low side. And indeed they were. Beech-Nut. I took a couple of tests, blood sugar tests, to kind of establish a baseline. One was 77, one was 78. So my blood sugar was 78 when I first put the chew in my mouth. I then waited 5 minutes and I tested myself again. At the 5 minute mark, my blood sugar was at 75. That's interesting. It went down. 10 minutes in, I took another reading. I don't know if this was an error in the blood glucose meter or just because I had something in my mouth and I was salivating a lot and my body's like, oh, fat man's about ready to feed me. And it was getting ready to get some food or something. But my blood sugar dropped to 60. Yeah, 60. I went 78, 75 to 60 at the 10 minute mark. I don't know. I don't know. 15 minutes, I was back up to 75. So I went from 60 and then it jumped back up to 75. At the 20 minute mark, I tested myself again, and that's when I took the chew out of my mouth. I was at 76. Was I? 76? Yeah, 76. Kind of hard to read backwards in my own sloppy handwriting. Sorry. At the 20 minute mark, I was at 76. I waited 5 more minutes. At the 25 minute mark, tested myself again. My blood sugar was at 72. And then at the 30 minute mark, I tested myself again, and my blood sugar was at 73. So, Beech-Nut is nowhere near as sweet as Levi Garrett. It's low on the sweetness scale. You can still smell the molasses and stuff on it, but it is nowhere near the amount of sweetness in aroma and taste as Levi Garrett. Beech-Nut tries to say they're a balanced, smooth chew, and that's a pretty accurate statement. They are smooth and balanced. No complaints there. If you don't want something overly sweet, Beech-Nut's a good option. What does this tell me? Beech-Nut didn't really phase me, except for the anomaly right there at the 10 minute mark where my blood sugar went down to 60. Like I said, either that was a bad reading or it was just my body's response to me actually having something in my mouth, gnawing on it, and salivating a lot. It was revving up the engines, getting ready to get some food that was never arriving. I don't know. This isn't exactly a laboratory environment that I'm in, but interesting readings. I went from 78 up to 70, 78, 75, 60, back up to 75. That if that was an accurate reading, that was a 15-point jump at the 15-minute mark, but it held steady and dropped. So, maybe my body's realizing, oh, fat kid's not going to be feeding me. Okay, shut down, go back to normal. I don't know. Or it's just a bad reading. I don't know. Maybe it was 80. I don't know. But the meter said 60. Can't explain it, but that's what happened. So, what can I conclude from this? Levi Garrett definitely spikes the blood sugar a little bit, about 8 points. It went up, and within 10 minutes of me taking it out of my mouth, my blood sugar was back to normal. Beech-Nut original didn't really seem to phase me a lot, except for the one anomalous drop. It held fairly steady. It actually went down, 75, 76, and then it dropped a couple of points. I don't know, but that's what happened. So anyway, that's been a quick recap. I'm going to run similar experiments on dip. I doubt there's going to be a whole lot of change there because the sugar levels in dip are nothing compared to the sugar levels in chew. So I'm going to try one with probably the sweetest one I can have on hand, and then I'll probably do a natural since they have little to no sugar at all in them. They're just natural, plain tobacco and salt. And I'll see what those two do to my blood sugar. I'll do that some other time, probably in a week or two. I'll get around to doing that. But for now, Levi Garrett, 8-point spike. This stuff, blood sugar levels went down, and then they went back up to the levels where they were before. I can't explain it. Maybe it's just my body anticipating getting something out of it, but from the Beech-Nut, it didn't get enough. There wasn't enough sugar in there to cause a whole lot of absorption through the cheek and gums. That's the best I can figure. So anyway, this is your favorite, well, maybe not your favorite, but your resident lab rat living in Redneckville, Oregon, testing on himself for your benefit. Enjoy. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what to make of these readings, but it's downright interesting stuff. So I'm tempted to repeat this with like the Star Peach because I know that's sweet, sugary, peachy goodness. I love that stuff. And I'm really, if I can ever get my hands on some Stoker's, I really want to try it with Stoker's. I finally got onto the Stoker's website. There's one place in my county. It says had it. I walked in there, asked them about it, and I got blank stares from everybody behind the counter. They had no clue what I was talking about. I'm going to be heading up the coast here in a few days, about 2.5 hours north of me. There's another mini mart. The Stoker's website says that they sell apple, peach, and Fred's Choice. So I'm going to make a quick detour there and make up some excuse to my wife why we need to stop at a mini mart when we're halfway up the coast. And I'm going to go in there and see if I get met with blank stares or if they say, oh yeah, it's right here. If they do have it, oh yeah, baby. But I'm not getting my hopes too high. So other than that, I'm going to have to go up to like Eugene or Salem, Portland, one of the bigger cities. There are a couple of locations there that say that according to the Stoker's website, they have it. I'm just curious how many of them actually do. So until I can find some Stoker's, that experiment will have to wait. Hope you've enjoyed these little experiments. This is your favorite lab rat, Mikey, signing off.